But for what it's worth, I'm glad you're okay.
No, you're not, dude. I killed 2 people.
She is a killer who executed her mom and dad.
If you could go back to yesterday, would you change the outcome with your mom and dad?
Put your hands on the ground in front of you.
I didn't want to become the monster that they made me to be.
Mia Bailey's story is a twisted case of family violence, and you won't believe what she tells a detective once she is sat down in an interrogation room. We're on the case presented by Law&Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. It was on June 18th, 2024, police made a horrible discovery. A married couple in their home shot dead. There were no signs of forced entry, no items were stolen. They were targeted. And the killer was their own child.
So when you walked into that house, was your mom your only target? Your dad just got in the way, or were you?
No, my dad was part of it, though, to a lesser extent. He didn't have my back when I needed it most once again, so.
That is Mia Bailey in an interrogation room after she was arrested the day after her parents were found dead. We have her entire conversation with detectives in Washington, Utah. To understand how chilling it is to hear her calmly explain what she did inside their home, I want to lay out what police did before they tracked her down. It was inside this home that authorities say they found the bodies of Joseph Bailey and his wife, Gail. Police found Gail face down on the living room floor. She had been shot multiple times. Joseph, he was dead in the hallway. He had been shot in the head. Police found a shell casing at the scene. They also found Mia's brother, who had escaped the house.
All I know is I heard shooting upstairs, and then my mother yelling and screaming, and then I locked the door to our room, and I started opening the window, and got her out and got myself out. By the time we were climbing out the window, he was pounding on my door trying to open it, and then I heard gunshots at my door there. So I think he was trying to shoot the door open or something like that, or trying to shoot in where we were.
When the brother was asked who might have done this to his parents, he knew who to point to. He told investigators his sibling, Mia.
He's schizophrenic. He's been going through a lot of issues lately and transitioning.
Mia is a transgender female, and in the interrogation video that we're about to play for you, you will see how she says that played a part in what happened. Through the night, police searched for Mia. Then around 8 the next morning, roughly 5 miles from the crime scene, they found her. Mia was in custody. Investigators then bring her to the police station where they try to figure out why she would kill her parents.
I have talked to a lot of people, but I'm not so much curious as far as what happened, but I'm kind of curious kind of what led up to it.
Well, let's see. A whole bunch of backlash from the community. I can't go anywhere. I can't go on walks without people saying trap to, because I don't remember my voice right now. Trap to heartbreaker to a bunch of nasty other stuff. People jump in front of carts and just. Let's see. Being homeless after my family's abuse several times, and being 20 grand in debt.
And how was that at school?
Nope, fortunately I didn't even get to start it.
Is it okay if I write some notes just so that I can clarify if I have any questions, or just I want to make sure that I don't. I'm really listening to you, okay?
No worries, I understand.
So, you said you were homeless. How long have you been homeless for?
Well, let's see, I moved out the 5th, so.
The 5th of?
Last month.
Oh, so May? The 5th of May?
Or maybe June. One of those dates, I'm sorry.
Okay, no, you're good. 5th of May or June?
I think it was June for the most part, but
Okay.
again, homeless.
Where have you been living?
Well, I stayed with my cousins for 5 days. I paid them $250 because I didn't want to be a bum.
Yeah.
And, well, let's just say he kicked me out.
How long ago were you kicked out?
Yes, yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. So maybe is that kind of what?
Yeah, I guess you could say it's 11 o'clock at night, so the day before yesterday.
Okay, so 2 days ago from today.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. And so, what was the reason that you were kicked out for?
Well, I was kicked out because my cousin wouldn't let me. He asked why I'm so upset, and I told him there's a lot of things I need to understand, and that my neighbor pointed a gun at me and other stuff. So nobody believed me. Nobody bothered to investigate, and this is not the first time it's happened with somebody like that. And well, I got kicked out. He just thought I was going crazy. So
Mia gives a whole host of examples of what she says was going wrong in her life. The detective then asks more about Mia's debt.
You said you were $20,000 in debt. What does that come from?
well, that comes from our loans, because my brother's. This comes from my credit cards. It's expensive to be a single woman and trans on top of that, so.
Okay. So what kind of and like I said, I don't know all the ins and outs of it. What kind of expenses do you have doing that?
Well, it's like $512 a month just doing the trans stuff. So that's like getting laser treatments and medication to before until I got an auto injector. That was $125 a month. So that a lot of stuff adds up.
Oh yeah. What type of medication?
Just HRT. If you want to know the specifics, but
Okay.
yeah,
Is that hormone replacement?
therapy. Yeah.
I understand. So as far as, I'm sorry, no.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What led up to it was, I got a call from my social worker from the hospital, and like apparently kind of broken HIPAA in a way. They shared the details at the hospital, but the worst one of all was my mother contacting them to say no to the surgery. And,
So your mother contacted the hospital?
yep. And so I knew I could probably appeal it with just if that, but she wouldn't. To say I was very furious, and I asked her, I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear an explanation, and I'm sorry, and I'll do something about it.
Okay.
Anyway, she can't say sorry to save her life, apparently. And I tried giving her so many chances through my life, but that's besides the point. She didn't want to call the hospital and say I was just angry and just do something about it. So there was one hope, even though I was homeless and all this other crap going on in my life, I had one thing going on, and she took that away from me.
And that's where we learn the motive for this double homicide, a dispute with her mom about her transition. Her dad was also a target because she says he didn't take her side.
It was more like she was trying to sabotage it. Mm-hmm. She has always had boundary issues, that's why I never told her where I lived.
Yeah.
So
I can understand the frustration. You're talking a lot of stuff on your plate.
and the funny thing was, I was bought him a Father's Day gift earlier that day.
Oh.
And to get backstabbed like that, the most backstabbed ever. And just
Did they know
after
that-
so many times throughout my life.
Did they know that was your ultimate goal?
Yeah, I told them I was going to kill myself several times, and I needed this so bad, and my mental ability was declining, and that's why I needed that surgery. And, I thought back. So many people have taken from me, stolen from me, $6,000 of that stolen, by the way.
Wow.
And so much of my life is why I have so many scars on my body from jobs that were life-threatening and mistreated me. But I knew I was going down regardless, but I was like, well, enough is enough. I'm taking somebody with me.
So when did you have that decision that enough was enough and that it was gonna
The same day.
same day?
Yeah, when she refused to apologize again.
So
for her
was the
life
call that,
excuses. She's
was
just angry, mother. Always angry. So sick of it.
yeah, you can only take so much.
Yeah, as a result of that,
Okay.
homelessness or, being treated like shit out in the public, to having a bunch of debt, to not getting the surgery, to being raped in the past, and all sorts of different stuff, and sexually harassed, and yeah. Only can take so much.
Yeah. There's eventually a boiling point that I don't think anybody can actually control.
And I tried.
Detectives eventually get Mia to open up about what happened in the home. She referred to it as doing the deed.
You say do the deed, what do you mean?
Killed them.
To kill them? Did you, after talking to Aunt Jenny, did you decide that that was the only thing left, that was the plan, or when did you make that decision?
It was a spur of the moment.
Spur of the moment? While you were driving there, or while you were there?
But while I was after the call, I talked to Aunt Jenny. It was, I still do it. Even to this, I don't regret it. I hate them.
Okay.
That was the last straw. I've forgiven them for so many things, but screwing me up so much, beating me, and you name it.
Okay.
So.
Do you mind, so, what did you use to kill your parents then?
My gun.
Gun? Is it the same gun that you had when you surrendered to the police?
Yeah.
Okay. Were there any bullets left in that gun?
No. Why do you think I was trying to escape for you guys for my day?
Huh?
Trying to get myself one round.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you would have had one round, you think you would have killed yourself?
Definitely, yes.
So there was no rounds left in the gun. Everything it was spent at your parents' house.
And I knew I could point at you guys, but I heard the conversation. You're not going to go for the kill shot, so.
You heard what conversation?
I could point at. I heard you guys here. Don't to go for the kill shot. So.
Yeah, so law enforcement wasn't gonna.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, take him.
So that's what kind of had landed you where you surrendered.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had people pass by, but it's like mind your own business, and
Yeah.
you're not part of it. Right? Enough dead people for the day,
Yeah.
or for life, I should say.
Well, and from my point of view, I don't know. Are you able to tell me what happened at your parents' house?
I just got parked there and pointed the gun. I told myself to throw away that part of me, really, that hesitant, like always. And I ran in the door and shot at her first a bunch of times, trying to make it quick. Dad was instant.
Where was your mom when you came in the door?
She was the second chair, or a chair closest to the TV, or the white couch, I believe.
Okay. Was your dad in the same room?
No, he walked out, what's going on, and I pointed the gun at him and didn't say anything, I shot.
Okay, so when you walked through the front door, was the front door unlocked?
Yeah, we don't have anything locked.
Okay, so you walk through, mom's on the chair, and then what happened?
I shot at her.
So you shot at her? Do you remember do you remember how many times you shot at her?
Well, you guys can find that out. No.
Yeah, I'm not
Twice my dad, and then I went downstairs with my brother, and I said, "You ruined my life." It wasn't so much him. It was directed towards a message about my parents.
Oh, gotcha. So do you remember how many shots you fired at your mom?
Let's see. It's a 12 clip, so it wasn't full clip, so probably like 3 rounds less.
Okay, do you remember if the first round hit her?
They all hit her, and I didn't see it. That's why I shot so many times.
You
because
couldn't see it?
It just went right through her.
Okay.
And so I made sure she was dead, so I shot at her again and again.
Okay.
Trying to make it instant, at least.
So when you walked through, she's sitting in the chair, you fired the first round at her?
I pointed the gun and she moved up from
Oh,
the
she got
chair.
up from the chair?
Yeah.
And so then you shot, and then what? Then as far as that, how did you approach your mom from that point?
I just shot her, and then I saw my dad, and he came out and I shot him.
So you're basically just moving along and shooting at your mom until she went down, and then your dad comes out.
Yep, and I go downstairs, shoot one round, and go down because I was gonna do my brother interfering, and go back upstairs and do one more round on Dad just in case. Make sure he's dead.
Okay, so mom gets shot
A bunch,
a
yes.
bunch. Do you remember standing up close to her? Do you remember?
It was about 6 feet away.
So never any closer than 6 feet.
No, both of them.
Okay. And then Dad comes around. What's up? What's going on?
Yep, and I aimed it right at his head, and it was instant. He just fell backwards.
Okay. So you shot him, and then so just one round with that.
Yep, and then I
And then you went downstairs.
shot one round down there.
Do you remember where you shot that round downstairs?
And middle left top door.
Middle of the door.
Yeah, a little bit middle, but a little towards the left. If you were to go
Was the
towards
door closed?
It was locked.
Could you hear him inside?
Yeah, he barged the door and stuff, and I just like, he's not my main target.
So what was the round for then?
A
That you shot
message,
it? Just a message.
more so, yeah.
What would it be like if you would have hit him?
Well, it's the greatest beats women, so,
Okay.
among other things, so, and,
So was that your intent? Were you hoping that it would hit him?
not really, I knew it was gonna hit him.
Just because it's kind of a blind shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it did, then, well, so what?
Never.
I'll have a wound to, you know,
Was it just your brother that was in there, or was there somebody else with him?
Amanda's with him. The kids were gone, that's why I also timed it.
Okay. So you never had any intention. How many kids live in the house?
My three nephews, so it was the perfect timing to do it.
So you knew that they wouldn't be home.
Yes.
Mia is not hiding anything that she did and doesn't seem to have any emotion about it.
When you walked into that house, was your mom your only target? Your dad just got in the way, or were you?
No, my dad was part of it, though, to a lesser extent. He didn't have my back when I needed it most once again, so.
Gotcha. So mom wasn't a target because she basically betrayed you.
She was a target because she betrayed me.
So
The biggest.
And then dad obviously is part of your mom. They're one and one.
They're both involved in it, and they both in it.
Yeah, because I just wanted
It's just
to.
lesser extent.
I wanted to make sure that I clarified as far, because that's what was confusing. If your dad was willing to pay for a little bit.
Yeah, and then he changed his mind on it because he didn't sell a Chevy and all that stuff. But
Were there contingencies? He was going to do certain things before.
yeah, well, you know, my dad was struggling with money
Yeah.
because their constant stupid spending habits,
Okay.
and my brother for most of all.
So do you think that all of these things that they were doing, that they had said, okay, I gotta sit and you saying so?
They never kept their promises. I hated that. I didn't want to be that person. Hated lying. Yeah, you wouldn't think so with me.
Yeah.
I just do. I hate it.
Very good. I have
I've
some
had so
pet
many
peeves.
lies in my life that I don't want to be part of that. Yeah, I lied a couple times, sure.
There's a difference between lies and lies that affect people.
Yeah.
There's lies to get out of certain things, and
I hate white lies.
Okay.
I like the British truth.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
real truth.
And so I just want to, I want to just clarify as far as any remorse that you have.
Well, the remorse was I didn't want to become the monster that they made me to be.
Okay.
I really wanted to be good. I really did.
Okay.
But, like I said, that was a last resort, a last straw.
Mm-hmm.
I tried doing every single option before that. And I tried so hard.
Seems like you checked every box that you wanted to before this, and this is where.
I checked every box I could possibly think of to get help or to, better. But
So if you could go back,
there's nothing I could have done. There's nothing. There's, besides just killing myself, there's nothing I could have done but different
okay.
that I could possibly think of. I tried. I literally did.
Mhm.
But it was a now or never. situation on the surgery, and yeah.
After laying out in detail how she killed her parents, detectives wrap up their conversation with Mia.
For what it's worth, and I know, and here we are, but for what it's worth, I'm glad you're okay. Okay.
No, you're not, dude. I killed 2 people in
No,
my family.
I've done this job long enough that the death of people doesn't affect how I'm talking to you right now. Like I'm
Yeah,
genuinely,
you have to have a.
I'm glad you're still here, okay? Because I wanted to talk to you.
I wanted to get my story.
And yeah, we do have your story, and I appreciate that. You're the only one that can give it, like I said.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm going to tell you I'm going to give you, do you have anything else?
No, I don't think so.
So I'm just going to give you an idea of what's going to happen from right now, okay? So because you are scratched up, they did that preliminary medical assessment. We do have to actually take you down to the hospital. They have to make sure you don't have anything broken, anything like that. So we'll go down there, do a medical release, and then you'll be transported to jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured that was the case.
Okay. So as far as right now, I really want to know this. There's some Powerade, there's more chicken, more Jimmy John's. Is there anything I can get you? Because we can give you a few minutes to eat, everything like that, before we take you to the hospital, because that, God knows how long that takes.
Some chicken and some Powerade for some energy, I guess.
Okay. I'm going to take your plate then, and then I'll bring you Powerade and some chicken.
Okay.
And then, like I said, I'm just going to leave you in here. Like, we're still going to leave the body cam running.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
Well, I want to know what he's leaning towards.
Well, at this point, it's too hard to say. I mean, but we definitely appreciate you. Honestly, we do appreciate you giving us your story. We do.
Yeah.
You realize that the justice system isn't made for him to decide. It's made.
No, but he has a big, great influence.
You're right, and you will have representation in a case like this. You will get representation from the state, okay? Because of the
I
case.
don't want a lawyer.
I understand that, and you don't have to accept it, but I'm going to say that there will be a possibility for you to have representation and to work through them and that maybe that's your avenue to work with him for what you ultimately want.
I guess that's the only reason
That's
I could.
you, and that's the way, because
I guess
he's
so.
obviously an advocate for the state. He represents the state and the victims, correct?
Yeah.
You're a victim as well. You have to have representation. Him and Jerry can work together, and we can come to some agreement. If that's what you want, then that's the agreement that it has. If not, then it goes to the jury of your peers.
All right.
So does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, let me get you some chicken and some Powerade, and then probably I'll come check on you, and as soon as it's done, then we'll get moving on it.
All right.
So then you can get some sleep here in a little bit.
Yeah.
I know you're tired.
Yeah.
Mia Bailey was sentenced in December 2025 to 2 consecutive life sentences for the murders of her parents. Her attorney asked for the sentences to run concurrently, and this is what the judge told her.
Your acts on that day were very chilling. If we follow what happened, you came to the house, you had a gun, you shot your parents, then you proceeded to go downstairs, the door was locked, you shot into the room where your brother Corey and Amanda were, and then you went back upstairs. Miss Bailey then went back upstairs. She stated she returned to her father, who was lying on the ground, and shot him one more time in the head to make sure he was dead. Spent shell casings were also found near Joseph Bailey's body. She heard her mother making noises. Miss Bailey walked back over to her mother and shot her in the head to make sure she was dead. The gravity of the circumstances, again, are there. And as to the sentence today, the sentence should and will be consecutive sentences. Ms. Bailey, in case 2415-01193 to the charge of aggravated murder, a first-degree felony, you are hereby sentenced to serve 25 years to life. Count 2, aggravated murder, first-degree felony, you are hereby sentenced to serve 25 years to life. Count 3, aggravated assault, a third-degree felony, you are hereby sentenced to serve 0 to 5 years, always at the Utah State Prison, to run consecutive one with the other.
That will do it for On the Case, presented by Law and Crime. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify, and we're also now streaming on Peacock. I'm Chris Stewart. We'll see you next time.